Hi, my name is Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to be talking to you all about signs. Signs like this and other signs. So basically spiritual signs, and this is the perch for my arm, so I'm going to be making a video talking to you all about how you know what you're seeing, what does, what is, what, when, what, how. Basically different signs. So you seeing this video is a sign. Me seeing rabbits in the background, which they're over there. There's just less of them over here than there is on the other street. But rabbits are a sign. It's a good sign. Rabbits mean prosperity, wealth, and abundance. So let's just talk about different signs in this video and to help you explain what signs mean what. Now, I'm going to say this right now. Make sure that when you see a sign, it's a sign of normally something good. Okay, because then your guides will, if you think everything's a bad sign, you're not going to get any messages from your guides at all. If they do, it'll be telepathy. That's it. That's all they have to give you. But if you see I'm going to speak from this when I was young. I remember when I was younger, different people were like, oh, if you see a penny with the tails facing up, it means bad luck. Penny up, good luck. Penny tails then it means bad luck. And I started flipping out, and then my angels stopped giving me pennies because they're like, well, you're not listening to us. You see the penny and you get bummed out. I'm like, oh, so now I just associate whenever I see a penny as good luck, whether it's heads up or heads down. It's extra good luck if it's heads up. It's good luck when it's heads down. That's exactly the case. So that's exactly the case. So let me think of some other signs, because these are good examples. These are very good examples. So, and yes, I like lighting out here. It's really nice out here. There's some really nice lighting. Beautiful, beautiful lighting. So that's the thing. That's the biggest thing ever. Is when you see something, it's a sign. It's a sign from up above. So if you see a car down there, and let's numbers are signs. Let me pick a sign from a license plate sign going by. So on a license plate, I see S-E. S. It's not an E. It's a 3. Because to see if that far away, I have to use my mind's eye. But S36. So when I see a sign that says S36, people are like, I don't know, that's a sign. So S has to do with it looks like a snake. So, and this is where I say you have to focus on more positive aspects. So when you see a snake, for example, do you associate a snake with good things or bad things? Most people are afraid of snakes. So, a snake, I can see a snake. If you see a snake and it's a large snake, then it means good luck. If you see a snake and there are a bunch of small snakes, then it's bad luck. It's usually bad. It's something that you want to stay away from. So S means basically, so I'll give you, when you see a snake in a dream, so we're going to break this down into a million different signs, because this will really help you guys. So it's another example. So if I see a bunch of little S's, or just, and how often are you going to see a bunch of S's? Like maybe you just see a bunch of little things that look like snakes, then it's not good. Then it's a sign that something bad is nearby, but normally it's going to be good. I might go for a little walk. So I felt the intuition to start walking, just to move around a little bit. Maybe it'll just a sign, as in to get out of my comfort zone by walking around in a video. And it's nighttime, so it shifts. So just a sign is a thought that pops up in your head. So it could be an internal sign or an external sign. There's no right and there's no wrong. You make the signs. It's your life path, so you make the signs. And I'm watching where I walk. So let's look at another one. So I don't know if you see it. Maybe it's the camera's inverted, but 5, 2, 7. Please remember your space. So I'm just breaking this up into a million different signs because I know people love signs. So you can interpret the whole sign if you'd like to. Please remember your space. So you'll remember your personal space. We know what 5 means. The number 5 means action. the number 2 has to do with partnerships. 7 has to do with angels and blessings. So to remember your space, what does that mean? To remember your space. So this is my space, and I'm remembering my space right now. So now you're aware of your space. So 5 has to do with action. 2 has to do with partnerships, and 7 has to do with blessings. So people are like, well, you just made that up. No. Didn't something a second ago just tell me to walk over here for some reason? Didn't something just tell me to walk over here? And I see a sign that says 527. It's basically remember your space. So a couple of seconds ago, I became aware of my space, and something told me to walk down here. Something told me to walk down here. My intuition told me to walk down here. And maybe because the lighting's better, maybe because of whatever reason, but everything is a bunch of signs. Your whole life is made up of a bunch of signs. So is that some people will just flat out ignore their intuition, like, oh, that's dumb. Well, if it popped into your head, you think it's a coincidence? You think things happen by a coincidence like that? So, for example, people will have winning lottery numbers pop in their head all the time and not play them because, like, maybe I'm just making things up in my head. Maybe I'm just thinking of random numbers popping in my head. Well, here's another sign. So, if you look at this sign, and immediately, when you see this sign and you see these numbers, you immediately think of lottery. So you have to track your thoughts. Like it's literally telling you maybe those are some winning numbers for you, and go play them. People have won, and I've heard of some very interesting stories of people winning. How they won the Powerball, Mega Millions, etc. is very easily. So a person cuts them off in traffic and is rude to them, gives them the middle finger, swears at them, and they didn't do anything wrong. They take down the license plate and they go play that when they go add that to their lottery numbers, because that's a number of significance now. And that's how I know that's actually the way some people have won. So some people have won with a lot less. So the whole thing is to pay attention to signs. Even when you think something is a stupid sign, there's no such thing as a stupid sign. You're gonna call that a stupid sign? You're gonna say that sign doesn't mean anything? You're gonna tell me that sign doesn't mean something? It actually did, because it's actually windier over here. I feel way more comfortable over here. For some reason, the breeze picked up over here, and I'm feeling very good. And I'm liking the lighting. I'm not sure about you guys, but I'm liking this little. It lit up my crown, and it looks angelic. So I'm liking this lighting. So for whatever reason, I had the intuition to come over here. Now, yes, I love the nighttime. One of my totem animals is bats, so I absolutely love the nighttime. So, what are some signs that you might see? So, a lot of you guys, it's bugs. And this is where it might get funny in a second, but when you see a cockroach, it's time. And I'm going to give that one in a second, because people are like, I see lots of cockroaches. So, when you see a moth, it means it's a sign from your intuition. It's a sign from your intuition. Something touched the back of my leg. Okay, so it could have been one of my angels. I'm not paying attention, but I'm like, what in the world? My angel's laughing now, so I wonder who did. Yeah, I wonder who touched my leg. But when it comes to moths, that's a sign that your intuition's on point. When you see an angel number, it's a sign, literally a frequency, that your intuition's on point. Those angel numbers are telling you your frequency. That's a sign of your frequency. When you see a butterfly, it's a sign of angels. Butterflies are beautiful. They're insects, but people don't remember that they're insects. So all insects are beautiful in their own different way, even cockroaches. Yuck, cockroaches. But when you see cockroaches around your house, what's that a sign of? It's a sign that you need to clean your house. It's a sign that you need to clog your drain. It's a sign it's time to get some peppermint essential oil on the ground. People are laughing, but everything is a sign. It could be a sign in the physical world. It could be a sign in the spiritual world. So let's talk about clairvoyant signs. So I'm going to start looking out my mind's eye now. And I like you guys to try this as well. The reason why, let's do this over here maybe. So I'm gonna look over there. Maybe you guys can look over there with me. So basically, so as we look over here, your mind's eye starts kicking in the darkness. Normally you'll see signs outside your mind's eye. So what's that? It's actually a plane. What is that a sign of? And yes, if someone's like, oh, his videos, it's kind of silly. Most of you are where you're at in certain situations because you didn't listen to a simple sign that popped into your head. So look at the airplane. And tell me what kind of sign do you think that is? What does that sign mean to you? So it's mostly dark out there. And when you think there's nothing out there, I take that as a sign that even when you look out there and you don't think anyone's there, and there's no life out there, that airplane's full of people. Some of them are sleeping, some of them are going to a wedding, some of them are going business trips, some of them are feeling good, some of them are feeling not good. They all have their own personal life stories. What's that a sign of? It's a sign that even when you look out there and you think that you're not seeing everything, I mean, you think you see everything in the physical world, but you don't. Look, another plane. And I'm seeing 2 planes. What is that a sign of? It's a sign to me that it's a confirmation. So a sign of another sign is confirmation. So it's a very simple topic that I'm talking about, but people win the lottery like this. So this directly translates to abundance. So you're not just wasting your time. A lot of people they think they have it all figured out, but they don't listen to any signs and they're not happy. Maybe that's a sign for them to open up, to get a handle on their reality. Because some people are like, well, I know everything, and I have to look at signs. Oh, that's silly. So let's look out there again. So that's an airplane, the same airplane from earlier. So what's an airplane a sign to you? It could be a sign. Some of you might have been like, it's a sign that basically, and I'd like to know some of your answers. Please type some of your answers. It's a sign that some of you are going to travel soon. Maybe some of you are going on a wedding. If I just talked about a wedding and so maybe I just talked about a wedding. Maybe some of you are going on a wedding on a plane like that, or wherever it went. I don't know where the plane went. I think it went off. But so that's a sign for you to pay attention to your intuition, because we really do. Sometimes you're like, well, I knew that before I thought I knew that, but you ignored your intuition. When you think you're focusing on something that's, and it better all be positive. If you're focusing on stuff and it's negative, then that's the problem. But if you see a plane, that's a sign that things might crash soon. It's like, fix your shadows. If you have all these negative signs, let me talk about negative signs real quick. If you see something like a sign 5, 5 is scary, and you start flipping out about all these different signs you're seeing. I don't know if you guys see it, but this is the angels back there are making orbs, bright orbs, very bright orbs, to the point where not everyone is able to perceive them, but they're very, very bright orbs. They're just shooting off orbs. Angels do that. I don't know why. I haven't asked them why. This is something I see very often. So basically, they just answered to let us. They basically said for you to know that we're with you, to know that you're loved. So that's very sweet of him. But angels are very sweet. So basically, everything's a sign. So if you look out there right now and you see absolutely nothing, what do you see that's a spiritual sign? If you look out there, do you see any images? And you're like, well, I think I'm seeing this, but it's not. No, stop. Look out there and tell me one thing you think your mind's eye is making up. You're like, well, I kind of see an image. It's like a silhouette or a figure. Because there's a bunch of angels walking back there. They're actually walking back there. They look like that walking around with faces. And when you see angels, you'll see other structures too. I don't want to give it all away, but that's the thing. Trust in yourself. These signs that you're having, most of you have gone through the worst situations because you ignored a little sign like that. You heard something in your subconscious mind from your higher self through the Most High God, and you ignored it, and now you're at where you're at because you didn't listen to a sign. The whole message is to listen to signs, even when you think you're small and stupid, even when you think you're making stuff up. Follow your heart, your mind, your soul through the Most High God, and you'll achieve things that you never thought you would achieve because you listened and paid attention to the small things. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. For the people who would like custom necklaces to boost your intuition, open your gift set, give you protections as to where you never have to worry about people hexing or cursing you in this lifetime ever again, go to floridastoneman.com. I'd get black tourmaline as a necklace, but if you'd like a custom one, then you can DM me on Instagram for one, and I do work with you one-on-one for your entire life. But until then, I'd like you guys to write down some of the signs you've been seeing this week in the comment section. I'll see you guys later. Ciao!